We need to have vision. Folks, if you don't have a vision and you're not willing to put your money where your mouth is, what are you doing? The times, they are a-changing, are they not? The best days in the United States and Western Massachusetts are ahead of us, not behind us. Believe it. Don't be afraid of making capital expenditures. Things are going to, our economy is improving. I don't think our economy is going to look back in my lifetime. I really don't. There's no demographic sign of that. So what we have to do today is put the assumptions aside and come into the world of demography. 7 billion people in the world. A demographic crossroads ahead. There's a demographic crossroad ahead for Western Massachusetts. There's a demographic crossroad for Arizona. There's a demographic crossroad for Indonesia. The population is changing. What is demography? Demography is nothing more than births, migration, and death. Baby boomers will never change. They just change everything else. They'll redefine retirement. Southern states, from the Carolinas all across, all the way over to Texas, boomers are going to retire. And it's going to be huge. In fact, one of the principal concerns is it could be really sudden. Generation Y, we're showing it here through 210. Generation Y was actually born 1985 to 2004, 20 years, 83 million, bigger than the baby boomers. These are kids that are currently 9 to 28 years old, bigger than the baby boomers. It's important you get that concept. There's more of them. There's almost an extra year of birth. What's significant about Generation Y? Generation Y is significant because we are the only industrialized nation and the only Western culture that had kids above replacement level fertility. We had kids. We have a future. If you don't have kids, you don't have anything in 50 years because you have no taxpayers. That's good news, folks. Imagine, folks, if you are not investing in the cyber world blindly, you're crazy, especially when you get the new Gen Ys move into your business. If you think you're going to keep them satisfied with an old computer system, they'll hack your system and give themselves raises. People think that the United States is tanking. People think that China's eating our lunch, and look at how powerful Russia is. Folks, we live in the best place on earth. Land of the free, home of the brave. Brave people make things happen because they're not afraid to take chances. Fear and uncertainty prevents us from taking chances, making decisions. Fear and uncertainty are often products of bad information. We are getting bad information. Will manufacturing return to the United States? Good question, right? Because we lost, I don't know, 10 million jobs, huge number of jobs to China. Here's why it will return. There was a time back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s that the Chinese were producing roughly 40 million babies a year, right here. Henry Kissinger talked to them in 1979, and others talked to the leadership in China and persuaded them to control their population if they wanted to be taken seriously by the rest of the world. So they went to a one-child-only policy, and the whole idea was to cut their population, cut their production by 75%, which is essentially what they did. They're aiming at 10 million babies a year. Now, on paper, that sounds great. But what they've done, 34 years and under, is not. Labor force, our labor force growth is dramatic. Our industry is going to be fine. Every place else is going down. The United States represents 5% of the world's population, precipitates 25% of the world's economy. We are the world's economy. That's the future of the world right there. So the rest of the world is coming here. They're going to be coming here from Europe. They're going to be coming here from Asia. They're coming here from Africa. They're coming here from everywhere to the Americas. And eventually, Canada, United States, Mexico, Central and South America will be one economy. And I think not in our lifetime, certainly, but one country down the road. Demographically, everything is good. It really is. E pluribus unum. Do you know what that means? Out of many, one. Look around the room. Best nation on earth. And the more best and brightest are coming. In God we trust. Don't forget that. But run background checks on everybody else. Land of the free, home of the brave. God bless America. Thank you very much, Western Massachusetts.